Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, we get official looks at Masterpiece Rhinox and Legacy United Beast Wars Silverbolt. Takara Tomy is doing a ghostly redeco of a favorite character, and the new classic G1 reissues are announced to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Transformers. Today is Wednesday, October 11th, 2023, and this is episode 559 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that is this close to winning the Beast Wars. I'm your host Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Dean, Provost, and President of Transformers University, Ant from TFU.info.
Hello.
And Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, how's it going? Let's talk.
Hey, Charles, real quick, Jeremy. So I know Daryl has, had a chance to, he's had other things he has to do. He's celebrating, Thanksgiving this week. I want you to know, as a listener, I've missed hearing him on the show. And so what I've done, if we can just redo the beginning, I think what your people want to hear is Daryl on the show. What I've done is I've created an AI. Yeah, no, really. I've taken your clips of every episode. I've fed it through a computer, and I've created an AI called Daryl, and that's DAIRRYL, and it's spelt like Daryl, but with an I in it. And this AI can replicate all of Daryl's responses that you're missing from the show. So if we can just introduce ourselves again, you'll hear exactly how this sounds, just like Daryl. So Charles, if you can just run it back to where you introduce yourself and then introduce us in, and then yes, and Daryl, the AI.
Here we go. Take two. Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that is this close to winning the Beast Wars. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Dean, Provost, and President of Transformers University, Ant from TFU.info.
Hello.
And Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, how's it going?
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Let's talk Transformers. Like I said, sounds just like him.
Perfect.
Wow. Is Daryl here? Yes. Is he in the room with you?
The AI needs a little bit of work on the Canadian accent.
Yes, but I think it's got the pitch right. Yeah.
Nice. Daryl, you don't have to come back. It can be Canadian Thanksgiving forever. It's fine. I'm sure he will appreciate that. As always, we start off the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us despite our shenanigans with contributions either on Patreon or PayPal. We really appreciate that. Your contributions help keep the show going, help us do crazy things like buy or sponsor our own retailer exclusive comic book, and go to TFCon and provide awesome content as we we report on conventions and stuff like that. So
I built the AI from your Patreon money.
So please continue to support us. It's going to be hard, with to keep that AI at the quality that we need without Daryl. So. But yeah, if you are not a supporter, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support. That's where you can sign up. Of course, as a Donatron, you get some perks, you get some bonus content. There is our bonus show, We Like Big Bots, also featuring Daryl, maybe coming soon. After these first few episodes,
maybe
I can send it over to Dr. Pants and see if he needs a co-host.
Yeah, maybe the AI can actually get the episodes out.
Yeah, maybe that would be nice. But yeah, you can check those out all on our Patreon page. We've got 10 episodes of We Like Big Bots. more hopefully coming when Daryl and Dr. Pants can finally get together and get some recording done. We've got our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. We've got lots of we had bonus episodes for uncut versions of all the episodes from the main show. The show's on hiatus for a little while as season 2 just ended, but we have our special The Rustford Files, and episode 2 is now out, The Day the Earth Laid Down. So you can check that out at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. For Toyhax, we've got our code for October. Use our code Skybound to get 15% off all your orders at toyhax.com. Get all your stickers needs met there and get a nice little discount, which helps us out and helps you out. And of course, the exclusive Transmissions version of Transformers #1 from Skybound just came out last week, and we have them. I'm sending them out. So as soon as you put your order in, I'll put them in the mail. You can see Transmissions podcast right there. So it's real and can be yours. So go to our website, transmissionspodcast.com/comic. You can buy it there.
Whoever did that Transmissions logo is very happy.
And we'll be reviewing it in alt mode this week.
Yes, that's right. So check that out. Very, I'm sure it will be a very interesting discussion.
Yeah,
I might have already recorded it.
Yeah, it's just great to have new comics again.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, we had that awesome introduction from Ant from TFU.info. He brought us the new Daryl AI that we don't need Daryl at all anymore. But Ant, thanks for joining us. And of course, everyone should know who you are with TFU.info, the man behind TFU.info, that awesome Transformers reference site online, and of course Transformers University, the amazing podcast. So everyone who is not familiar, check out Ant's stuff online. And thanks for joining us this week and sitting in for both the toy show and for alt mode.
Yeah, happy to be here. It's been a while since I've had a chance to talk news, so this is fun for me.
Yeah, awesome. All right, before we get into all our toy talk, we've got to do our Toyhax $10 gift code drawing for the month of September. So we're giving away a $10 gift code to one lucky person from our Donatreon list. So that code will allow them to get a free $10 at toyhax.com, and they can combine that also using our Toyhax code Skybound, so they can get an additional 15% off in addition to using those $10. So lots of savings there for the lucky winner who can win this contest here. So Jeremy, is your assistant ready to help us out to pick a winner?
Daryl sorry. Computer, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready when you are.
All right, they're both ready. Okay, either computer, give us a number between 1 and 73.
Computer, give me a random number between 1 and 73.
Here's a number between 1 and 73. It's 34.
34.
34, that is Josh, the Warrior Poet 23.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats.
We will have Daryl get you that $10 gift code as soon as possible. Good job. Well done. All right. Well, without further ado, let's jump right in and talk about some toys with quick hits.
All right, we are starting off with the official announcement and images of the Masterpiece Rhinox figure. This is from Takara Tomy, and we had the blurry do not reproduce images I think last week, and now these are the real official pictures, and I think they look really good. They captured the low polygon CGI from the show really well. I mean, you can look at the eye in the beast mode. It looks just as dead in this as it does in the show. But you can see some of the accessories it comes with, like a little, I can't remember what that was, like a Energon scanner or something, or so it comes with a lot of fun accessories. Also, his Gatling guns, different, not really a face, the top half of his face, I guess.
It's a toy accurate head, I think.
Oh, okay. Cool. And then in the show, or in the images, they also had like a recreation of a shot from the show where Optimus Primal is riding Rhinox. So I think this looks really good. Goes well with the existing Cheetor and Optimus Primal. So Takara did a really good job here, and looking forward to seeing it in person.
Yeah, can you go back to the beast mode picture for a second? Because there's something. I mean, I haven't really looked closely at this, but his ears are ball jointed. So,
oh wow,
so they really went deep on that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, it is unfortunately, lots of panel lines and stuff in the beast mode, but you can't really get away from that, I don't think. And I mean, the robot mode looks fantastic, but I think Rhinox is always going to be partially a shell former, and you're just going to have in the beast mode a lot of lines.
Yeah. Also, we didn't mention the price. So this is supposed to be out in June 2024 for 35,200 yen, which is about $236. So,
wow.
So I always recommend if you're going to order that, go to Amazon.jp and or pre-order it, because you'll get the Amazon pre-order price guarantee. So usually you'll save $50 or so, because they'll drop that price early.
Also, Hasbro has been bringing these over for Hasbro Pulse. I don't know how the shipping on Amazon JP would be, but they have been bringing all these over.
I'll tell you, my experience with Amazon JP is that usually you get it the day after it comes out.
Okay.
Wow.
So the shipping is usually silly how fast it is.
All right. Well, I need to check out Amazon JP.
Cool. Continuing with the Beast Wars theme, so this was also a figure that I believe you and Daryl looked at last week that just had some blurry images, but we have the official reveal of the Legacy United Voyager Silverbolt, and this is Takara doing this. So this is actually a figure that's being revealed by Takara before it gets revealed in the US from Hasbro. So, but I'm sure this will be coming to the United line in Hasbro very soon. But yeah, this is Beast Wars Silverbolt, another iconic Beast Wars character, the Fusor, the Maximal Fusor that was prominent in the show, and looks pretty good. I mean, looks very much like the original Beast Wars toy. The Griffin Wolf thing that it is, and then it's robot mode. So very cool, honorable robot Silverbolt there. So
yeah, and the first Silverbolt to be made from Combiner Wars Silverbolt. That isn't another Silverbolt.
oh, that's it. Wow. Oh, that's been a while. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Cool. All right, next up we have from Queen Studios, the Transformers Rise of the Beast Optimus Primal statue. This is limited to 99 units worldwide. It is the gorilla mode of Optimus Primal in a jumping pose, and it has a detailed jumping base. This is 82 centimeters tall, and it is licensed only for Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Macau. So I think it's just like Hasbro Asia area. And it's going to be released in the third quarter of 2024. So Pretty impressive, but we're obviously not going to get it here. All these pictures are small areas. There's a full on there. So, I mean, if you're into statues and you're in Hong Kong, Taiwan, or Macau, you can check this out. It's obviously going to be exclusive. We don't have our price here. I would imagine it is going to be very expensive, and I can't even see the price on the website because it says it's not available in my country. So, it check it out if you are a statue collector. I mean, it looks pretty impressive.
82 centimeters. That's like 2 feet 8 inches. That's pretty big.
We should have asked the Daryl AI that.
He would have given us the wrong answer.
Oh, he can only go the other way, imperial to metric.
Wow. Okay, next, this is continuing YOLO Park AMK's series of model kits. So this is a Rise of the Beast Rhinox. Another Rhinox, continuing a theme in this show. So this is a robot mode Rhinox that you put together, and this one is approximately 20 centimeters in height, so just 8 inches, not 2 feet 8 inches. But it's a posable, movable figure that you can put together yourself. So it does not transform since it is a model kit and it's a licensed figure, not created by Hasbro. So just for display purposes or posing purposes in robot mode. So if you were a big fan of Rise of the Beast Rhinox, you can get this figure, although you didn't see his robot mode all that much in Rise of the Beast. So I don't know if there were a lot of people who were looking for this, but if you are, you can pick this up. I don't see a price here for this, but it's looks pretty detailed.
What does not look detailed is this Halloween redeco of Reaction Optimus Prime. This is an orange and black redeco, and it is just Halloween themed. And as the PR blurb here says, that Optimus Prime says "Truck or Treat," and this is a 3 3/4 inch scale figure. I mean, we've seen the Reaction Optimus Prime previously. There are no changes to the actual figure other than the color. So it's got his ion blaster, and that's the only accessory. But these are fun. They're basically the modern day Action Masters, I guess. And I don't know if this is a color that we've seen in Optimus or color scheme. I mean, we have like Japan does the various colors, but just a Halloween themed. And looking at this, it looks like the eyes are light piped. I only have, I think, the dead Optimus Prime, and I've never taken it out of the package, but it'll be interesting to see if it has light piping.
I really like when Super 7 leans into this sort of thing. They did the Christmas Optimus Prime a few years back, and then that led to the holiday Optimus Prime that we got from Hasbro, a couple years after that. And if you're a collector of Optimuses, I mean, this could double as Fire Guts Jinrai if you want an orange and black Optimus.
That's the Japanese one I was trying to think of.
You could also double as Sentinel Prime too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Get some modders on that.
Okay. Next, we've got some plush. These are Mochi Bots licensed Transformers plushes, and this is Wave 2. Actually, I guess Wave 1 was Optimus Prime, Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Cliffjumper, and now Wave 2 is Megatron, Shattered Glass Megatron. And then 3 Seekers, Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker. So this is your first look at these little chibi plushes. So if you were looking for some bedtime friends, you want to take some Transformers to bed with you, you can check out these plushes. It doesn't look like they are available yet, but these are Ami Asia exclusives, so only for the China and Japan markets. So might be a little bit harder to get in the West, but maybe Amazon.jp. Check it out.
It does look cute. I hadn't seen these before. I love how the Shatterglass Optimus Prime, where the window is cracked, he has a little tape over it.
Mm-hmm.
And I do see in the bottom left corner there are these little stand up like plastic things, and one looks like a Scourge or Nemesis Prime, and I don't know, just can't get it in our market, but always appreciate more Nemesis Primes.
I mean, it does look like they're taking advantage of one design and doing multiple colors. Like they've got the Bumblebee and Cliffjumper, they got the Seekers. So a Nemesis Prime in just changing the colors from the Optimus is not inconceivable.
And to be fair, the Bumblebee and Cliffjumper have different heads, but they have the same lower half of the bodies. But then everyone else is pretty much straight recolor.
Yeah, that's true.
Next up, we have Transformers Beast Wars SD action figures by Toy Tour. This was super deformed or chibi versions of Beast Wars characters. They have Cheetor, Black Arachnia, Rat Trap, Waspinator, Rhinox with a serious face variant gray prototype, and Megatron that also has a smiley face variant with his duck. And there's no information on size, price, or release date, but these are interesting. It's always fun to get the new little like PVC type figures. They're super deformed, but these look really, really fun. I do hope they come to our market because I would probably get a couple of these.
Yeah, the Megatron with the rubber duck is actually really cool looking. These aren't necessarily something that is not a regular thing with Beast Wars characters. So I saw this story when I was prepping for the show, and I pulled some stuff off the shelf just to show here for the video side. So in the US, we did get some Beast Wars characters in the Robot Heroes line. So here's Waspinator. I also got an Inferno and a Transmetal Megatron and over there. And then in Beast Wars 2nd, they did this. This is actually here. I'll grab this guy because he's been in. So this Tasmania Kid. They've done a couple of these small figures in the past, back in the late 90s, where they don't have a lot of articulation, basically the arms. But you can see here and then here, I've got I think it's Dirge, if I remember right. So these are neat. It seems like that there's always been a bit of a PVC level to Beast Wars throughout the ages.
Yeah, and they're great to just have kind of to fiddle around with. You don't have to worry about breaking.
The arms pop right off and pop them right back off.
Yeah.
Okay, next we've got another Takara Tomy release, and this is it's the Beast Wars Phantom Confrontation: Ghost of Starscream versus Waspinator. So it's two redecos of previously released figures. So this is Earthrise Starscream in a clear deco, and then Kingdom Waspinator. This Earthrise Starscream as this clear deco looks really cool, and of course it's to evoke the ghost of Starscream from season 3 of the cartoon, which of course then carried over into Beast Wars, and possessed the body of Waspinator in Beast Wars. So I mean, for me, the clear Starscream is the figure that I would want to see here. I keep the Waspinator too, but the Waspinator is not the figure that really draws my attention out of this 2-pack. It's really this clear Starscream. Yeah, it's very cool.
That image of Starscream that we have up right now kind of makes me think of that iconic comic cover of the Underbase Saga where Starscream's all like super powered and everything. It's just the way that the lines look with the clear plastic kind of makes me think of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised it took us this long to get a Ghost of Starscream with this mold. You know what's weird is his hands are blue. Like his hands are solid, his forearms are solid.
Yeah.
The rest of him's clear, and there's a couple pieces here and there, but those particular parts,
They probably just couldn't get the clear plastic with those particular pieces. It's probably just not
Interesting.
structurally sound. If only we had an engineer on the show that could go into detail.
I only do software.
All right. Next up, we have from a new listing from Takara Tomy that is called Takara Tomy Transformers Dramatic Capture Series Nemesis Bridge. And this has Siege Shockwave without the extra armor parts. So it's a cartoon accurate look. Earthrise Megatron with a new cartoon accurate, clean look. There's no like battle damage or the markings that this other figures had. War for Cybertron Netflix Soundwave that looks like all the gray parts are now have silver paint on them, and it comes with Laserbeak. And then Megatron's throne, which is Starscream's throne from the Coronation kit, or sorry, the Studio Series leader Starscream. So you get these three figures plus the throne, and I think this looks really cool. If you missed out on the figures, I think this is a good chance to get them in iconic cartoon looks. And I mean, I think they were all pretty good figures. I missed out on the Soundwave, but I think I have the other ones. But I think this looks really good. I like these kind of sets, and this says that it's currently priced at 16,500 yen, which is about $111, and it's planned for late March 2024 release. $111 for these three figures plus the throne, I think, is amazing.
you can't even get the Soundwave at that price right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if that price holds up, that would be great.
Yeah, that's cool. I wonder if this they call it what was the name of the line now? It was the dramatic capture
series Nemesis Bridge.
So is this Takara Tomy's answer to Studio Series? Is dramatic capture?
Well, I think this is to go with the Nemesis, and then I'm sure we'll get an ARC version with Autobots.
Oh. Yeah.
So it's just to pair with your Titan class figures.
Mm-hmm. All right. You may have heard that the 40th anniversary of Transformers is coming next year. So, Hasbro, of course, is going to capitalize on that and celebrate it. So it's continuing their retro G1 reissues. This is a line that does kind of more animation accurate decos of the original G1 molds, and this is exclusively sold through Walmart. So they've been doing this for the last couple of years, and they just recently announced there's going to be a both of the Autobot and Decepticon communicators are being re-released. So there will be a Soundwave coming with a Laserbeak and Ravage, and then a Blaster coming with Steeljaw. And both of these sets will be $45. So you can get to either one of those or both. And they have these animation style decos that are a little bit more like not quite as shiny, more matte, and a little bit more detail on the on the some of the lines and colors there. So for me, I'm still kind of a fan of the original G1. Like if I wanted to get the G1 figures, I'd like to get the original deco. I don't want this is a little bit, I don't know, weird for these paint apps here, at least the way it looks to me. But
yeah, I'm not a fan of what they have on the tape deck door, where it looks like there's a tape in there when there's not.
Yeah,
I mean.
See, I'm really into these.
In there, but
yeah, and it's I think it's for me. It's being a longtime collector. Like I have I've seen a number of reissue sound waves over the years and blasters, and seeing them in different colors just makes it more fun to like I there was a point about a year ago where I hunted down the last two like Soundwave molds, original Soundwave mold that I didn't have like in that version. And so like, you know, I have one that's the Linkin Park one, which is like, you know, brown and gold, and I have the white, you know, shattered glass one. And so having another one in just a different color scheme is kind of cool. And $45 is not a bad price, considering what you're getting on those. They're Walmart exclusive, which is going to make them tricky for some people, probably for me. And also, you know, worth noting the change in packaging. We're going away from the closed box and into this window packaging with the 40th anniversary logo, and where you can actually see the toys. So those are all pretty neat.
Yeah. I hope we do get some reissues of Blasters tapes, because we always get Soundwaves tapes, and
I'm trying to think if they've ever reissued. Yes, they have. So the molds exist.
Yeah, I think we did get some, but I don't know. It just seems you always get Steeljaw, and you just give me rewind and eject.
Even Ramhorn.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, some of those latter day tapes too, like what Slam Dance, Grand Slam and Rain Dance, right? Yeah.
I really need a reissue of those. Those I lost as a kid at the birthday party that I got. And it's always been something that I want to get back. I think I might have a third party version, but I want the Hasbro ones.
Yeah. And even on the Decepticon side, there's some latter day tapes that you don't see reissued. You know, the Slugfest and Overkill, and then the Squawk Talk and Beast Box. Those guys seem to always get overlooked. So, yeah.
All right, and finally, we have another behind the scenes look from Transformers designer Mark Mayer on his Instagram account. He has a whole set of images and a post about the new Legacy United Deluxe Magnius, which gives us better looks at this figure in robot mode and the alt mode. So he said that this was obviously a Rock Lord image, you know, with the GoBots, and it's also a Headmaster homage, and he just had lots of fun doing this. He said that there's a picture coming soon of their Star Raider Thundertron with a barren magmatic obsidian stone-ridden planet and being surprised by an evil grunt. And so I think that's the kind of the storyline they're putting. I'm sad that they're calling Thundertron a Star Raider. I thought he was a Star Seeker, or what was it?
Yeah, that was from the Prime Universe stuff, right? Those novels, right?
Yeah, it was Star Seeker, but if I'm guessing, they're changing the name to not be confusing with actual Seekers. So that might be where they're drawing that line.
Probably some trademark reasons. It still has the same faction symbol. So, but here you can see like animated Optimus Prime looks like he's using him as a shield. Here's the robot mode, and I'm guessing that other rock is a future.
I think you're not flipping on the right window.
I am not,
Jeremy.
Oh, I haven't been showing this at all. Sorry. So here's the animated Optimus Prime with using him as a shield, and then the screen one I'm guessing is
it's Boulder.
Oh, it's Boulder.
Yep.
Okay. And then I think this figure just looks really cool. I love the rock look to it. Kind of gives me a Flintstones, like if they were Flintstones Transformers. And then here's some of the kind of stuff you can do with them. I don't know. So I love that Hasbro is letting the designers do these behind the scenes things that, stuff that we would only have ever gotten at like conventions, if that. And since we don't really have official conventions anymore, this and the streams are kind of the only way we get these images and these kind of behind the scenes stories. So I'm happy that Hasbro is kind of being more open to things like that, and even letting them come on, podcasts and YouTube shows to kind of talk about these things. That Hasbro seemed to be very protective in the past of all this stuff.
I also think it's great that they're continuing what essentially started out as the weaponizers concept, right? And it's morphed a little bit over each one, but now we're into our like sixth line where there's something like it, and I'm just waiting for someone to kind of take everything from all six and make one giant, Unicron sized monster out of it.
Mark has probably done that in the offices.
And it all just has Cup's head on the top. Is how I figure Series Cup goes right on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fun that they're homaging so many different things, but Rock Lords was something out of left field. I never thought they'd be going back to that. And it's interesting how they thought, oh, rocks are just making the alt mode just a rock isn't interesting enough, so we'll make them like rocky vehicles.
Yeah.
Just cool.
Well, I mean, the IP behind all the GoBot stuff is just so kind of messy. Like they can't do the cartoon looks because they don't have the rights to that, but they have the names. So you reuse the names on a figure. Like they did that Crasher that's kind of looks like Crasher. I can't even remember if they named it Crasher.
Fracture.
A Fracture.
But they did Crasher just recently in the Velocitron line.
Right.
All right. Well, that's all our toys. So let's move on to trips to the store.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
All right. Trips to Store is powered by our store at TeePublic. So you can go to transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic to buy some Transmissions merchandise, like cool shirts. I got a shirt on. Jeremy's got a shirt on too.
Yeah. Well, we all
doesn't have a shirt yet.
I have a Spider-Man shirt on. So got it at Target.
Although if you would like, you can get shirts that Ant made for TFU.info. We have them linked on our store.
Oh yeah, help us out, help Ant out at the same time. Just use our link transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic. You can get anything from TeePublic. Including
he's got the red one and the blue one shirts that go well with our Tape Man.
That's right.
shirts.
And those double-sided too.
Oh, nice.
They have the back of the cassette with the podcast logo and like a version of like if the podcast was on a mixtape. There they are.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
I love you have the Riffib and Firib.
Very cool. Yeah, so just use our link. Don't go to tpublic.com. You got to go to transmissionspodcast.com/tpublic, and there you can get whatever you want. And of course, wait for those 35% off sales because they do them every month, sometimes multiple times a month. So definitely never pay full price at TeePublic.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the stuff we got this week. I'm going to go first. Of course, I got to show off our exclusive EJ Sue Transformers Transmissions exclusive cover, Transformers #1.
Don't have mine yet.
It's coming, Jeremy. It's coming. It'll be there soon. And you can see on the back, there's the logo. Transmissions Podcast. It's real. So it's cool. We also got retailer incentive, the 1 in 100 version. So that came with our shipment.
Doesn't show up so good on camera because it's foiled.
Yeah. But we'll be. I think we've got like 5 of these to sell. So we'll be adding these to our store or putting them up on eBay. These are going pretty expensive, so we're trying to give her like semi-reasonable price that's not as bad as other retailers. So stay tuned for that. Then I went to my local comic shop and I got a bunch of other Transformers covers. So I got the Autobot and Decepticon ones. There's the Autobot one. There's the Decepticon one. Those are by Daniel Warren Johnson, the artist who wrote and drew the book. This is by Ryan Otley, who is the artist on Invincible for Skybound. So, and this actually gives me the feel of a little bit of Jeff Senior here. This design, so thought that was cool. So stay tuned for our discussion in alt mode for more Jeff Senior references. So, but that's cool. And then of course, Void Rivals #4. Picked that up. You guys reviewed that last week. This one was, I think this was the first time the Transformers reference was gratuitous in this issue. So, but it was still fun. And also my local Ollie's got a bunch of Beast Wars reissues. So I guess those Beast Wars reissues at Walmart did not sell out too much. And I picked up Optimus Primal for the low price of $14.99.
It's cheaper than it was in 1996.
Yeah.
So yeah, I never had the original Optimus Primal, so I wanted to pick this up.
Looks like a lot of wasted space in that box.
It's exactly what the original box looked like. I mean, in terms of like size and shape. Crack it open. That is a fun toy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I promise.
I have the what was it, Rodimus Primal repaint, the reddish one.
The universe one?
Yeah, I have that, and it is a fun toy.
Yeah, and then even on the back, it's like it's you've got, it's like the 1996 box with advertising the other toys and everything. So.
Yeah, the only difference is the 96 version does not have the 4 languages on the packaging. So it's the only main difference.
Yeah, it's got the tech specs, got the profile and everything. So yeah, cool. Yeah, I think there was a Tigertron, there was a Scorponok. There were a bunch there at Ollie's. This was a couple weeks ago. They might still be there. If you have a local Ollie's, you might want to take a look. If you're looking for Beast Wars reissues.
Yeah. Mentioned last week the Ross stuff, and I went by my Ross and there was nothing.
Oh. Yeah, that was another good deal. I would love to find a Cosmos at a Ross. All right, Jeremy, what do you got this week?
I also got comics. I didn't go crazy like you, Charles. I did get the main cover. And then my store had a bunch of the covers, but I ended up just getting 2 of the sketch covers. And I figure we haven't had many, chances for the God EW artists to do stuff on there. So I'm going to give them an opportunity next chance I get. And then I forgot that I ordered from TFAW, from GrahamCrackerComics.com, another sketch cover. So I was seeing the prices that they were online, and I'm like, oh no. And then they had it for retail. So I bought it from there. And then my store had plenty. So I forgot that I had pre-ordered it. I do have some other covers that I ordered from, I think, TFAW that haven't come to me yet. So I'll have another one next week. Toy-wise, I was at Target to go to Starbucks yesterday, and I saw that they had this in stock, so I ran and grabbed it. This is the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Troop Builder multi-pack. It has the Decepticon Seeker, Quintesson Trooper, G2 Cybertronian Trooper, and the reason I got it was the Animated Universe Auto Trooper. This was listed for $77, and the day I went, it was the last day of a Target Circle $25 off if you spend $100 on toys. And then there was some other discount as well. So we got a Nerf gun for the kid too, to get it over the $100. But the total bill between buying this, the Nerf gun and something else that was like $5 came to like $85 total. And I was like, I don't know what magic I just did there, but I feel like I get a good deal. So anyway, I haven't opened this yet, but I'm looking forward to mainly the Auto Trooper, but also, I mean, that Seeker is my Thundercracker colors, I think. So I'm happy with that as my Thundercracker because I didn't get a Thundercracker. But yeah, looks really cool, and happy that the app said there was one in stock, and there was one in stock.
You know, what's interesting about that set is seeing how many people online are buying it for different reasons. Like some people are troop building the G2, Cybertronian warriors. Some people are troop building seekers. Some people are, it just seems like there seems to be something for everybody in that. And if you don't want the other 3 or 4, you can kind of shift them around to other people.
I did see someone, I think it was in a Facebook group, have a picture of 4 of them. And I'm like, that's, you're literally army building. Yes. Which is what it says you're supposed to do. But at like $77 a pop, that's a lot.
I have a friend who got 5 or 6 of the sets to do every variation you can do with the alternate head for the Cybertronian trooper.
Oh,
wow.
And now he's selling, and he's got 4 of the Seekers up on eBay right now.
Nice. I got it. I mean, the Auto Trooper, I went to BotCon the year they did the set that had the Auto Troopers and stuff. And I just, even before I had seen animated, I love the idea of the Auto Trooper. And I know with this, it's based off what the Siege, Ironhide, and Ratchet, but they got the head right with that. So,
well, the other place the Auto Troopers appear other than animated is, right?
What?
Kiss players.
Oh, well.
So they've gotten every line into Buzzworthy and Legacy at this point.
Just like inadvertently got his place. All right, that's all I got.
All right, Ants. It's all you. And,
all right.
Put Daryl to shame today.
Well, hold on. So I know when you have me on, you always tell me that just, you could show anything from your collection, and I haven't really been shopping much lately. So I did pull a couple of neat, like cool, weird, rare things. Actually, first one I'll show you is from the first, another one of those Beast Wars second figures is a, dropped it there. That is a PVC version of Big Horn, who is one of the characters in Beast Wars Second. It was sold here in the U.S., not the PVC, but the toy is Beast Wars Bone Crusher, just with red instead of white. But this neat PVC version of him that, going back to what we talked about earlier with PVCs in Beast Wars. And speaking of that convention, I did pull this off the shelf. This is my name badge from BotCon 99 in St. Paul, Minnesota. Wow. And that's my first Transformers convention that I've first official Transformers convention I ever went to. So that's pretty neat. And I've got a little wall of all my ID badges up over on the side of one of my displays. So nice. I wanted to show that off, especially with TFCon coming up here in Orlando. Which I'm not attending, but I will be there Thursday night meeting up with some friends. So if you see me, please say hi. Please stop by. And then finally, I want to take back the mantle of number one Beast Wars fan on this show. And so Daryl's been holding that taco tank over me since he purchased it. Which is one Beast Wars figure I don't own. There's not a lot of Beast Wars figures I don't own. So I did want to pull out this one just for that. So this, I don't know if you know what this is. Anyone? So this
Transformer.
This is a BotCon exclusive. This is the Dawn of Futures Past, which is the Beast Wars origin story. And this is Megatron, who is one of the add-on figures based off of Cybertron Earth Defense Red Alert. So that's why the giant missile, but this has the Megatron head. It's one of the hardest to come by BotCon figures pretty much of all time. Wow. And so this one is one I'm pretty sure Daryl does not own. So
he hasn't been to any BotCons.
we are throwing it down as my trip to the store today to show this one off.
What BotCon was it?
2006, I want to say.
Okay.
But this was one of the souvenir figures that they used to do, and it sold out quick. It sold out real quick. And those the Dawn of Future Past figures, for whatever reason, had jumped in.
Uh-oh.
So that's my my big bot flex for this episode without Daryl here.
That's awesome. Yeah. We'll have to see what he says. Or I guess you can ask the AI if you can now have that title.
No, that's cheating.
That was the year they had these were all the Beast Wars figures in their like pre-Earth
modes. Yeah. So it was I'm looking up at a couple of them now. So they were basically based off a lot of the Cyber molds. So you had Cheetor and Tagatron off the Clocker mold. You had Rhinox as a bulldozer off of the Landmine mold, I want to say it is. And you had Optimus Primal based off of the Crumple Zone mold, and a Dinobot based off of the Hoist mold, where he was like a crane, and Waspinator is a flip jet. One of the Machine Wars flip jets was Waspinator.
Cool.
I'm sure I'm leaving a couple out, but those are the ones I'm just going off the top of my head.
Nice. All right, Daryl. What do you got to say about that? We'll have his rebuttal next week. All right. Well, that's all our stuff and trips to the store. So let's move on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
All right. We got one more segment with the show. We've got some convention news. So take it away, Jeremy.
All right. So we have news from the Shanghai Wonder Festival, and this has images of the new Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. It says Bumblebee movie SD and Rise of the Beast, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee model kits by Trumpeter. I'm not sure what order these images are in on here, but there's also stuff here from YOLO Park, Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. So they also have here the Super Deformed. There's a Soundwave and a Bumblebee. A very kind of toddler angry looking Optimus Prime.
Are you flip? I think you're.
Oh, I'm still not sharing. Sorry. So here's the Soundwave and Ravage, Bumblebee, and then the toddler angry Optimus Prime. We have the model kit here from Trumpeter, and then there's Acid Storm and Skywarp. All these are from Bumblebee movie, Wheeljack, and I believe these are all model kits. I'm not sure. It doesn't say if they're going to be coming to the U.S. No idea about scale. The model kits are 8 to 12 centimeters tall, but so the Rise of the Beast, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee have no information about scale. And then here also at Wonder Festival, we have YOLO Park had a booth. They have their AMK Pro Series, G1 Starscream, and Last Night Optimus Prime. Here you see the Last Night Optimus Prime. And here, along with their Optimus Prime and Megatron that I believe have already been released, we have the Starscream, which is likely also the Skywarp and Thundercracker. I'm sure they're going to do that. And then they have... Down further, we have Rise of the Beast Cheetor in the AMK series. Here's a Rhinox. This is the color prototype, and then Scourge. So, Yellow Park is just like they seem to have come out of nowhere and then, given Flame Toys a run for their money. So then here we also have going down further here some mini G1 figures as well. So you have Optimus Prime and prototype of Soundwave. And this is a Bumblebee movie Soundwave, actually. So so lots of stuff here at Wonder Festival. Not really a lot of information on when it's coming out, how much it costs, all that stuff. But I guess this is the convention season for toy development and publicity. So that is all the convention news we got this week.
All right. And that takes us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. So, as always, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon, which is why we think they deserve a mention in every episode. So, thank you again to John 4X11 Good and Demon Tech 82. We really appreciate your support. And Ant, thank you for joining us this week. It was great having you on, and we'll be seeing you again in alt mode for a review of Transformers #1. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you online, and of course, the awesome website tfu.info.
Sure. So, of course, you can find me on tfu.info, the world's longest running transforming toy archive. You can also catch me on my podcast. That is Transformers University, where I cover the Transformers brand year by year. We're currently in 1988, talking about the end of the Headmasters cartoon series and the beginning of the 1988 toy line around the world. Also talk comics and all sorts of weird ephemera from the Transformers brand over the years. I did an episode a couple of weeks ago about an Argentinian sticker book and the weird bits of art that were in there. So come check that out. I also do another podcast called TFU News and Views. We'll have an episode dropping this week about Transformers #1, which we also talk about in alt mode. And of course, you can catch me on social media. Most places I am TFU Info, all one word. Right now, I try to hang out on Blue Sky. You can still catch me on Twitter too. And on Twitter, I am at TFU_info. So you can talk to me there as well. Trying to stay off the Twitter for a bit, but you can certainly find me there every now and again because it's really the only place for direct messaging. So I still check it from time to time. And yeah, that's about everywhere you can find me.
Great. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to quit Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As much as I want to.
Yeah.
It's definitely gone down on the list of priorities.
Yeah. But we won't go into that. It's the end of the show. Let's go off on a high note.
And one other thing, I know I mentioned it on Trips to Store, but I will be at TFCon in about 2 weeks. Not at the convention, but I'll be at the hotel Thursday night hanging out with some friends. So if you see me and you want to talk Transformers, please come by, come stop me, come say hello, and then let's hang out.
Awesome. Having hung out with Ant, I can promise you he's a real person.
Are you sure about
cool.
that?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But yeah, he's cool. So be sure to stop by and see him.
Nice. All right, everyone. Well, that's it. We'll see you next week. Thanks, everyone, for watching and listening. Oh, and yeah, stay tuned for alt mode for Transformers #1 this Friday. And let us know what you think of the comic. Did you pick up the comic? Or what did you think? Are you looking forward to more? So, let us know. Maybe we'll have some feedback next week. So thanks, everyone, for watching. Yes, we want to hear your feedback. Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see you next week. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
See ya. Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.